Have you ever asked yourself this common question: why does my cake sink in the middle? A sunken cake is quite disappointing. However, before you blame the recipe, keep in mind that there are plenty of factors why a cake sometimes sinks in the middle. Why does my cake sink in the middle? 1. You open the oven door too early. Solution: make sure not to check your cake till it is at least 80% done cooking. 2. Inaccurate oven temperature. Solution: use a heat-proof oven thermometer as you check the oven. 3. You underbaked the cake. Solution: utilize a skewer or toothpick, and if it comes out clean, then it is done. 4. Excessive baking soda or baking powder. Solution: ensure that you have precisely measured all the ingredients, especially the baking soda or baking powder. 5. Expired baking powder. Solution: always ensure that the baking powder you are using for your recipe is still in excellent condition. 6. You close the oven door too suddenly. Solution: always be careful when you are closing the oven door whenever you are baking. 7. You left the cake batter sitting too long before baking it. Solution: combine the batter. Pour it into the right baking pan size. Then, put the baking pan into a preheated oven immediately. 8. Using the wrong baking pan size. Solution: ensure that you are utilizing the appropriate baking pan size for the recipe. 9. Combining the ingredients in the wrong order. Solution: make sure to follow the recipe as indicated in the step-by-step instructions directly. 10. Overbeating the batter in the last stage. Solution: ensure to fold the batter till it is blended, and when it is time to mix the dry and wet ingredients. 11. Incorrect moisture levels. Solution: always take several safety measures regarding your cake's moisture levels whenever you are baking, especially if you live in a humid climate. 12. Cooling the cake too quickly. Solution: never let the cake cool in a breezy place. How to fix a sunken cake. Slight sinkage of the cake. Usually, cakes sink in the middle because the outer edges were entirely cooked, yet the center was not cooked enough. In addition to that, putting the sunken cake back into the oven is not a great choice, since, by the time the cake has sunk in the middle, it has typically cooled. For this, you can use cream cheese, butter icing, or a different kind of frosting, and no one will ever notice as long as the top is level after putting the frosting. Likewise, add extra buttercream in the depression of the cake to even out before placing the fondant. Major sinkage of the cake. Keep in mind that the only part that is raw is the hollow portion of the cake, and excluding it makes the rest of the cake okay for consumption. Moreover, all you need to do is cut out the middle of the cake using a cookie cutter that is somewhat larger than the hollow portion of the cake. Afterward, dig out the center. For that reason, you will have a cake that is similar to a ring once you have removed the uncooked portion. Next, fill the center or middle of the cake with a mixture of icing, frosting, cream cheese, cream, or fruit. Finally, decorate the edges, sides, and top of the cake with more frosting or fruit. Make it into cake pops. If you think your sunken cake is too late to be fixed, you can make cake pops instead. With that, you need to take the cooked portion of the cake. Then, reduce it down to fine crumbs using a food processor. Afterward, mix the crumbs with a small amount of frosting. After that, make them into round shapes like balls using your hands. Finally, dip them into melted chocolate. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.